Hello class, I'm Mr. Starks, this is Mr. Baker here. Today we're going to talk to you about standards 2 and 3, which involve translating verbal expressions to algebraic expressions and also translating algebraic expressions to verbal expressions.
It's important to do this because being able to translate between the words and the numbers and the numbers and the words, so how we take what we do in the real world and turn it into something we can do mathematical operations with, or how we take math and try to translate to people that may not know the equations that we did. It's easier to digest sometimes just when you're using words instead of lots of symbols. Me and Mr. Stark's going to have a mathy words competition. We're just going to go one at a time. We're going to write our math words, and we're going to see who can win. You ready, Mr. Starks?
Indeed.
All right. You can go first.
Plus.
Put yours down for a second. Add. Oh well, we'll both be blue.
Minus.
Difference.
Quotient.
What's a quotient?
Answer to division problem.
Well, I'll go with that and go product. You're just going to give me all the ideas.
Let's go less.
More.
Less than.
Oh, now you're getting petty. More than. You can pass if you want.
Let's go the factor.
Alright. Factor being a thing that gets multiplied. I'll go divisor.
Man, it's getting hard now. Add.
Ooh. Nope, I did add.
Oh.
Cheater.
Alright, pass.
Alright, power. Got any more?
Multiply.
Damn, you just multiply? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then I'll say divide. You got one?
I don't have any more. It's fine.
2 to the third is something we might see sometimes.
I
2
got
to
one.
the fourth, that's for an exponent.
I got one for you. Take away.
Oh.
That means minus for take minus. Take away.
How about something like half of or a third of? It means you gotta take that fraction and multiply it to the number.
So basically what he's saying is of a lot of times means multiplication.
Oh, okay. Per
Means
is miles per an hour.
And I'm pretty much out of mathy words right
I'm
now.
done too. If you got some more to think of, share them in class and look like a genius. Alright, so we're going to take these mathy words and we're going to translate them into a mathematical expression, which is a mixture of, can be a mixture of numbers and variables, but not an equal sign. These are actually pulled right out of our textbook, so if you want to look at these two, they're right from there. 8 more than a number. 8's the easy part. More than is adding. If you see a number, that's always going to be your key for it's a variable. If they don't tell you what variable to use, you can use whatever you want. If they tell you, like key in here, if they tell you what letter to use, then you should use that word. But since they didn't, let's say n. So 8 more than a number is 8 plus n. We could also do n plus 8 on this one. 7 less the product of 4 and a number. Less is subtraction. 7, that part's easy. Less is taking away from it. Product is for multiplication. So you're multiplying. Oh, there's the of that Mr. Stark said too there. You're multiplying whatever is after the of. I'm going to multiply 4 and a number. And they told me to do x. 7 minus 4 times x. 1/3 of the original area is going to be, there's your of again, 1/3 times, they told me to use a. And the product of 7 and m to the 5th. The and tells me what two things to multiply. Product tells me I'm multiplying. I'm going to do 7 times. And to the 5th tells me I need an exponent or power on an m. 7 times n to the 5th. Product of 7 and n to the 5th. Pause it, digest it. If you have a question, write that down so you can ask it in class. Mr. Starks is going to do the other way now.
Okay, now we're going to take these algebraic expressions and turn them into verbal expressions. So, let's look at this. We have 8 plus n. Now, that's pretty easy. I'm going to start with the number here. There's several ways we can do this, but I'm going to keep it as simple as possible right now. First one is just 8. I'm going to write 8. I can go add it to 8 plus n or 8, let's just do plus, whatever word you want to use for the operation, plus a number n. Let's do that, make it more a little complex. A number n. 8 plus a number n.
I just thought of another math word, sum, that we
Sum, right.
left off of there. Did we put difference on there too?
I think we did earlier.
Okay, so sum would be the answer to two things added. So another way you could say this too, which would be acceptable, could say the sum of 8 and a number maybe.
Right, that works too. So look at this, 7 minus 4x. Yeah, you can write 7 minus 4x. Let's get a little more detail of what's happening here. We can go for the product of 4 and x
Less than 7.
less than 7. That's a little complex way we can do it. We can do the product, because we're multiplying these two terms here. X less than is the operation here.
That's before.
Sorry.
X and 4 you can say.
Yeah. And 4. Less than 7. Or you can say the difference of 7 minus 4 times x works as well too. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, but this is the way you're going to see that maybe somewhat confusing to you when you see it in your books or you've seen the hard example, you know how to handle that. You see, you kind of wrote it in the opposite direction here.
Less than is the one that's going to go opposite. That might just be something we practice a lot.
Okay, this is 1/3 of a number a. We'll just write the fraction well. 1/3 of number a. And we have 7 times 5 to the m to the n times m to the 5th power. We can write the product of 7 and m to the 5th power works too. The product of 7 and m to the 5th power.
Again, like we said up here, there's going to be a couple different ways you can write probably most of these that we do. So as a favor to you when we're grading your assessments, we'll take a good look at that because there's going to be multiple answers. So take a look at that. We'll kind of lean out if you want to pause it. Got any questions about where we came up with anything? That's something you can ask in class. And our last slide, we got some for you to try.
So make sure when you're at home, you go ahead and try these. We'll check them in class and be sure you tried them.
So we'll see answers in class. Happy translating.